Hey guys, my name is Lemon and I am the founder of Lemonade Dolls, and we are here filming our video series Tit Talks, where I interview incredible women, founders, entrepreneurs and creators, and I am with two incredible girls from Young Women's Trust, a charity that helps young women get into jobs, advises them, and if anyone's trapped in low pay work and things like that. So we have the amazing Izzy, who was actually somebody that applied for, is it applied? Would that be the right word to say? Reach out. Yeah. Reach out for some guidance from Young Women's Trust.
Exactly.
And then you work it.
Yeah,
Young
I work
Women's
there.
Trust, which is so exciting. So you've got kind of two ends of the spectrum. But what I think is so fascinating is that you now work for the charity. So is that true?
I'm on the advisory panel for the charity, so I get involved with a lot of their work. So I advise them on some of their projects and give my opinions and my views. So it's not a paid role, it's a volunteer role, but it's a really hands-on role.
I think it's one of the best things actually about the charity is that we really want young women to be at the heart of what we do, and we want them to kind of advise all of our policy and what areas we should be focusing on. And as the advisory panel member, that's what a lot of what you do.
Lily, can you tell our viewers kind of like your role and how you got involved in Young Women's Trust?
So I started as a supporter actually. I just thought they were fantastic and like wanted to support feminist organisations. Got involved in like some fundraising and sharing campaigns and things like that. And as a result of that, I was obviously on the mailing list, and then saw a job came up and was like, oh my god.
I want to pick me.
Yeah, me.
Okay, yeah.
And it was in the fundraising team, and I'm a fundraiser, so that's kind of how I got involved. And my job is like fundraising innovations, so it's kind of finding lots of new areas for us to work. One of our really big challenges is that we've just set ourselves a really ambitious strategy. We want to help 10,000 young women over the next 3 years.
It's so incredible.
Yeah, and it's massive growth for us as well. Like, we're a very young charity. We've existed as Young Women's Trust only for like 5 years, just over 5 years. So, we started off 5 years ago helping a couple of hundred young women in London, and now last year we helped just over 2,000 across the whole of the UK. But obviously 10,000 over the next 3 years is still a massive area of growth.
It's amazing. Izzy, can you talk to us a little bit about your journey?
In society as a woman, there's so many different identities you can assume, and I was a young mother at the time. So you've got sort of like, okay, there's the professional me, there's the mother me, and there's actual me. And I just came back, I was living in Spain at the time, and I came back and I thought, okay, now I'm gonna sort out my career, I'm gonna integrate back into normal life. And I started with the careers coaching, because there's a really good confidence and careers coaching service that they offer. And I had sessions through that, and with that I just grew and I started to become my own person, and I just flourished. So at that point in my life, I was thinking, okay, I need some support. And I think that's the really good thing about the Young Women's Trust, is they're like an in-between from whenever you've gone through whatever you're experiencing, whether it's mental health issues, whether it's, family issues, whatever you're coming from, they're sort of like the bridge from when you get yourself from that place to where you want to get to after.
And so do you work full time?
So now I work full time, I work in marketing. I now view the world in a different way, and my place in the world as a woman and as a woman of colour as well, in a totally different way.
It's so good. And Lily, like, what made you decide that you were going to dedicate your life, your career, every single week, every single day to Young Women's Trust?
Probably around like 2012, I had my little feminist epiphany and was like, oh, this is like some terrible...
I think we all have it. We all have it, don't we? I mean, it's like we're plodding along and then it's like light bulb.
Yeah, and like, oh, this is just not how it should be. Previously, I'd been working in something that was really unfulfilling. Everyone there was kind of sitting in the office all day, waiting for it to be the end of the day, and I was like, I just do not want this for myself. I want to do something where I feel like there's injustice and I want to try and help.
You are campaigning against sexual harassment in the workplace and kind of the pay gap and things like that. So talk to me a bit about that.
Yeah, so we kind of have three main areas for the next 3 years that we want to focus on. There's the road to work. So for a lot of young women, it's all very well spending a lot of time focusing on stuff like pay inequality, but for them, like just even getting to that stage is like, it's so hard. There are so many things, whether you're dealing with childcare, insecure housing, loads of things kind of fit into, will block you from even being at that stage.
Yeah, it's all very well talking about pay gap and, what happens in the workplace.
Yeah.
We need to also talk about how we get everyone into the workplace,
Yeah.
because everyone deserves to be in a workplace. How much of your life now is like how many hours do you do? What does your role?
So what's my involvement
Yeah,
in
yeah,
it?
your involvement.
Okay, so like as the advisory panel, as Lily was saying, we advise them and
Yeah.
give our experiences and share and sort of direct
Again, back to the awareness.
where their campaigns go. So we meet up twice a year to do that, and it's a group of women from across the country, so many diverse different backgrounds in terms of like just even culture, because from like the north-south divide, the experience is so different from somebody in London to somebody who's in, I don't know, Hull or Newcastle, and then they're sort of building their campaign around that.
Amazing. So what's next for you?
What's next for me? Oh, well, we've got the advisory panel weekend this weekend.
Residential.
Yeah, the residential.
Okay. Amazing.
Yeah, and it's my last one. So I've been involved for 4 years on the advisory panel. So then I'm going to just like plod on in my career and get on with things
And stay
on
in
my
touch.
own. And stay in touch. And fun, like just
And help and just
yeah,
keep spreading
exactly.
those good
And
vibes
volunteer, because there's
And
lots of
anyone that you meet,
yeah,
you
spread
can
the
then
word.
spread the word.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, definitely spread
Yeah,
the word.
and definitely just whenever we are invited to kind of talk at things like this or speak to politicians or in the media, all of our advisory panel are just so amazing at telling people what we do.
And what's next? I know you said about the 10,000 girls, but what's next for Young Women's Trust? You know, like the immediate.
Yeah, so that's our kind of big aim, our passion for the next 3 years. We really need loads of people to get involved and support with that.
And
So
how can they do that?
So, we have something called the Champions, which is how I got involved. Groups of passionate women who give £3 to £6 pounds a month, and people can also volunteer.
How do people reach out to you and get involved?
So, visit us on our website www.youngwomenstrust.org. We're also on Instagram @youngwomenstrust. Pretty easy to remember.
Now, before you go, are you happy to do some tidbits?
Yes.
Okay. Pants or thong?
Pants.
Oh yes, good. Bralette or crop top?
Bralette.
Bralette.
Crop top, no, crop top.
no.
Crop top.
Oh, okay, good. Madonna or Beyonce?
Madonna?
Madonna.
Oh God, you're the first 2 people that have said Madonna today. I love it. I
shouldn't
mean,
be here.
I am obsessed with Madonna, so that is great. I also am obsessed with Beyonce. Gin or vodka?
Gin.
Yes. Lemon or lime?
Lemon.
Lime.
Come on. Where are we?
Honesty is the best policy. Notting Hill or Love Actually?
Love Actually.
Love Actually.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Oh, I wanted to say invisibility, but
Oh, well, no, I just broke my leg, so I would just quite like to be able to fly.
Yeah. Please. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.